What's up guys, welcome back to Doki Doki Drawing. In a previous video we unboxed this really cool Bakuman Technique Kit. I literally just picked this up at a local store for like just under $20, so if you're interested in the unboxing video you can go and check that out. But today we're just going to be testing out some of the things that come in the set. And I think the first thing we want to try out is the actual screen tone itself. So if you've seen the unboxing video you already know what's included, but there's a large number of these example sheets. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try and mimic one of the example cards. So here's the main character, I believe his name is Mashiro from Bakuman, and let's see if we can draw it a little bit like this one here. I'm not going to try and complete this entirely, so for example, let's say that we wanted to use screen tone on the jacket area. Let's go and find our screen tones. Of the 5 tones that came with the set, I think the one we're looking for on the jacket is either this one or this one. I assume this is the screen tone that was used over here. I'm going to start with something simple, so let's just try and fill in this area underneath his jacket like so. So this is what we're aiming for here in the corner. I'm going to stick the tone over the top. Let's just use as little of this screen tone as possible. Okay, in a previous video I didn't bother to actually go and get a box cutter, but this sort of thing only costs like $1. So if you are being very careful, or if you've got adult supervision, be sure to be very careful when you're using a tool like this, where you can slide out your box cutter and then just cut very accurately to the shape that is required. I only want to color in this area here, so I'll just slowly cut into the page, hopefully not destroying too much of the illustration. It says you should cut a little bit bigger than what you require, and I'll just cut off the rest of this like so, so we've got some leeway. 100% not sure if this is the correct way to do it, but it's more fun to just kind of try it and experiment, and then we can ask professional mangaka who are often guests on Doki Doki Drawing to correct me and show me how it's supposed to be done. Now, I'm no expert at this, but I'm guessing that if I cut out a small portion of it, then I can stick down half of it while I cut the rest of it off. It's becoming a little bit obvious that I can't remember anything that actually happened in the show, because I do believe to actually show you how this sort of stuff is done in the actual manga. Just can't remember, it was such a long time ago. There we go. Just cut that off. And I'm going to stick down part of this so it doesn't move while I cut the rest of it in place. It's quite fiddly to get the backing off. I just peel the screen tone off like so. There we go. Got part of the screen tone there. Just rip off the backing. What I'll do is I'll stick down the first part of it. I'm going to use this tool that also comes in the set. It's the Deleter Tone Hera, and I'm going to use it to slowly apply this tone into the right places, but hopefully not stick it down until I actually know exactly where it's going to go. So I think this is basically where I want it. I'm just going to slowly and gently apply it like so. And then the rest of it I'm now going to cut. Since it's stuck in place, it's not shifting around, which is convenient. I'm going to take advantage of that and actually cut out the rest of the tone, being very careful not to cut my fingers off. Really wishing that I had finished that series with Mikey about how to apply tone, but didn't get around to it. I'm going to have to call up Mikey and ask him to come back in to finish off that series. But in my defense, having no idea how to actually do it, I don't think this is turning out too badly. Ah! Whoops. So take the excess, throw that off to the side, and so now that the tone is cut in place, all we need to do is remove the rest of the backing so that we can stick it down, and without pushing it around, it should already fall exactly into place because it's already partially stuck down. So just going to use the Tone Hera to slide this tone, apply it, stick it nicely and securely to the page. That is so satisfying. It looks like legitimate manga. Now, of course, there's plenty of manga that doesn't use any screen tones at all, but if you want that instant manga look without having to draw each individual dot yourself or to shade everything in with a pen. Definitely screen tone gets you straight there immediately because you get that instant manga look. And even if you don't like to draw backgrounds or you don't like to draw all of the patterns in the background, you can get something like this. You just pay a little bit of money, add this to this background of your characters, and you instantly get that manga look. And you know, it's funny because in the digital era, this sort of thing isn't even really necessary, because on a computer screen you can show any range of colors or patterns at any real resolution that you want to. But in the manga era, when everything had to be printed on cheap paper and you could only really show things in black and white or have things with little dots because of the resolution, it wouldn't show the very detailed patterns and textures. You know, this is a very characteristic look of an era when manga was still developing. This style hasn't gone away at all, even though it's not really necessary to stick with these low resolution dot tones anymore. You could actually have a completely super colorful, detailed, high resolution background because we live in the digital era. It does give you that classic retro manga look, and it's still very, very useful to this day for grabbing those instant emotions and looks without having to completely invent patterns and stuff in the background for every single scene. Because remember, when you're drawing a manga, you don't just draw one illustration per month. You have to draw like over 20 pages. On each page you've got an average of like 3 to 6 panels, so it's like quite a lot of drawing involved. And do you really have the time as an individual or as a team to be inventing emotions and stuff for the backgrounds every single panel, when often really just, you already know what kind of shocking, exciting look you want to have in the backgrounds anyway. You just pick it off the shelf, pay some money, buy these tones, stick them down. You don't even need to apply any glue because they've already got sticky backs on them. You just remove this sticker paper on the back and you just stick it straight down, and as you can see, it's nice and secure. It's not coming off. Well, anyway guys, that's it for this video. Just wanted to show you how very simple it is, even if you've literally never done it before. Like me, you can just buy this tone, peel the sticky backing off it, cut it, and then use this stick or any ruler. Basically, you could probably even just stick it down with your finger and apply it down to the page. It's seriously fun, but more importantly, I just love how it gives you that instant Amanda. I just love how it gives you that instant manga feel because you're just picking off manga tones from the shelf, placing them on, and you really get that instantly satisfying, legit feel, even if you've never drawn manga before, because this is how professionals do it. They also just buy this manga tone off the shelf and they just stick it down onto the page. Nothing to stop you drawing all sorts of patterns and backgrounds yourself, but it does give you that instant manga look, and it's very, very satisfying to do. Anyway, that's it for the testing out of some of these manga tools that come in the set. If you're interested in the other tools that come in the set, like these pens, this design doll, or these other types of tone, do check out the unboxing video, and we'll have more videos coming up in the future testing out how the other tools actually work and feel in use. So remember to subscribe to Doki Doki Drawing, leave a comment below if there's anything specific you want me to test out. Until the next Doki Doki Drawing video, see you around.